Hello, design lovers. Welcome back to another episode of Daily Interior Design Inspo. I am your host, Betsy Helmuth, and today we have an exciting transformation to share with you. We are diving into a dreary New York City kitchen that got a bold and space-savvy makeover. This kitchen transformation is not only visually stunning, but also incredibly functional. So, let us get right into it. Interior decorator Barbara Campbell recently moved into her 300 square foot studio apartment in New York City, and like many of us, she faced some exciting design challenges. Her original kitchen was far from functional, especially for someone who loves to cook. It had only a mini fridge with ice cube trays, no dishwasher, and no recycling or garbage pullout. Aesthetically, it just was not her taste either. Barbara decided it was time for a change and set out to replace the existing kitchen with clean, crisp lines and an emphasis on utility. She began by sourcing Galbraith and Paul's pomegranate wallpaper in a custom version that matches the paint color in her living room. That paint color, by the way, is Sherwin-Williams Organic Green, which she also used on the kitchen floor. This unique wallpaper changes the whole feel of the space, while the checkerboard pattern she painted on the floor ties in the color of the surrounding rooms. Previously, the floor had a painted whitewash finish that looked a bit dreary. Barbara had the floor repainted in the same paint she used for the ceilings and trim, Benjamin Moore's Simply White in high gloss. Then she had a checkerboard pattern painted on top of that white in Sherwin-Williams's Organic Green. To protect the painted floor, she added 3 coats of polyurethane. Barbara also swapped out the original soapstone countertops for white quartz to keep the kitchen feeling airy. She added a mirror backsplash, a feature she always uses in a kitchen. According to Barbara, it opens up the small space because the eye does not stop like it would with a tile backsplash. The mirror also enhances the light in the room. The smaller appliances were replaced with full-sized options, including a new Bosch refrigerator with an ice maker, a novelty in New York City, a dishwasher, a pull-out trash can, and a deep porcelain sink with a Kohler-polished brass strainer basket, drain, and faucet. Brass accents continue throughout the space with the new hardware, and Barbara even displayed her pots and pans on a brass gallery rail. To protect the wallpaper below the rail, she installed a thin acrylic piece, which she found on Amazon. The entire project took 2 months to complete and cost between $25,000 and $30,000, including countertops and appliances. Now, the kitchen is one of Barbara's favorite places in her home. It is an efficient space to cook in, and in a small apartment, every inch counts. When you walk in the door, one of the first things you see is the kitchen, and it now blends seamlessly with the rest of her colorful and custom apartment. If you are curious to see more of Barbara's gorgeous studio apartment, including her living room makeover, you can visit the full home tour on Apartment Therapy. That is all for today's segment on Daily Interior Design Inspo. Stay tuned for more transformations and tips coming up next. Remodeling a kitchen is one of the most expensive home renovations. From appliances to countertops, this space needs to be as functional as it is aesthetically pleasing. Renovating a kitchen on a budget can be a challenge, but there are ways to work around it. You do not need to break the bank to have a beautiful space. Here are 7 ways to make your kitchen look expensive on a budget, according to designers. Paulina Hospod is an interior designer and one of the principals at AHA Interiors in New York City. Brittany Farinas is the CEO and creative director at House of One in Miami. They both have some excellent advice to share. First, repaint the cabinets. Cabinetry is one of the biggest and most noticeable features in a kitchen. Old cabinetry instantly makes the space look dated, but replacing it can cost a fortune. However, repainting is just a fraction of the price and can make the entire kitchen look brand new. Just be sure to remove the cabinet doors from the hinges and then sand and prime before repainting. If your cabinet doors are not in good enough condition to repaint, or they are made of a material other than wood, replacing the doors is a better option. Although this is more expensive than painting, it is still more affordable than buying all new cabinetry. While you can go custom, it is probably not going to make sense on a very tight budget. So opting for pre-made doors like those from Semi-Handmade is a smart alternative for just about any style kitchen. Next, opt for quality hardware. If you purchased your home from a builder, more likely than not, they used basic builder-grade hardware like simple chrome cabinet pulls. This hardware rarely enhances the style of your kitchen and can cheapen the overall aesthetic. Paulina Hospod at AHA Interiors in New York advises swapping it out for higher quality hardware from designer trade stores if possible. Many of them will have solid metal choices that can make any kitchen look more expensive. Hardware will also dress up cabinets and make the entire kitchen look stylish. New hardware makes a big difference and is easy to self-install. All you need is a screwdriver. Consider uniquely shaped hardware. Hospod tells me that uniquely shaped hardware can also make your kitchen look expensive on a budget. Use unique door pulls like half circles and install them in a fun way to dress up the cabinets. Alternatively, going with a hexagon or octagon-shaped knob over a round one adds pizzazz and visual interest. Budget smartly. While that fancy refrigerator is not in your budget, you might be able to go more high-end on some finishes like backsplash tile if you do not need a large quantity. If your backsplash is low in square footage, that can offset the cost of a tile and you can choose a more expensive one, Hospod recommends. Install statement lighting. The designer recommends hanging a large light fixture in your kitchen. This will look far more impactful and decorative than a standard flush mount. The grander scale will make your kitchen look expensive. Lastly, splurge on natural stone countertops. If you are going to splurge on one item within your budget, Brittany Farinas at House of One in Miami suggests going with natural stone over laminate or engineered stone countertops because it has the most wow factor. If you have an island and outfitting the entire kitchen in marble is not in the budget, consider using marble on the island where you will only need one piece cut and opt for something less expensive but still natural, like butcher block, for the rest of the kitchen. For my last year of college, I am sharing a house with 4 other girls, including my best friend. We each have our own bedroom, share one bathroom, and have a spacious living and dining room. I am particularly excited about the amount of space I have in my own bedroom, and I cannot stop dreaming about all the ways I can make it homey and cute. I am thrilled that we have been able to start furnishing and decorating. But as 5 college students with very limited funds, we have had to get creative in order to save money on furniture. I came into this lease with a few pieces of furniture and decor from previous years, including 2 lamps for my room, a rug for the living room, an IKEA cart for storage, and art prints to decorate my walls. I still needed a bed, a desk, and a dresser for my room, as well as a few key pieces of furniture for our shared spaces, including couches, a dining room table, and chairs. In order to ensure we had everything we needed without overspending, we created a shared document and compiled a list of everything we already had for the house and what we still needed to find. Then we divvied up what each of us could contribute as we found missing pieces to complete our house. My housemates and I have had lots of success scoring furniture for hardly any money. In fact, I have not spent more than $60 on house items this year, thanks to some smart hacks and splitting some costs with my housemates. Keep listening for all our good secrets and places to look. First, Facebook Marketplace. It is a go-to for a reason. I had success finding a great desk with a storage cabinet and light wood finish here for only $30. Facebook will suggest an easy automatic message to send, but the trick to Marketplace is to type out your own message when reaching out to sellers. You are much more likely to get a response back this way. Also, reach out to as many sellers as possible. I contacted at least 10 sellers about different items, and when I finally found my desk, my mom and I drove 30 minutes to go pick it up. Next, bulk day. The key here is to find out when bulk pickup is scheduled in your area, and then drive around the night before to look for any rejected furniture pieces lying outside people's homes. People will discard perfectly nice furniture, and it is completely free to collect, as they were throwing it out anyway. My housemate found our beautiful wooden dining room table and matching chairs this way. Then, friends and family members' hand-me-downs. I got a lot of great furniture just by asking people I know if they were getting rid of anything. My aunt generously gave me her old mattress and bed frame when she was moving out of her apartment. My housemate's mom passed on her old couches and a coffee table to use in our living room, and my family friends gifted me a great dresser and nightstand they were giving away. If you offer to pick up the items, you are honestly doing people a favor by getting rid of their unwanted stuff with zero hassle on their end. Yard sales are also a great way to find cheap furniture and other household items. My housemates and I picked up a microwave and 2 standing lamps for our shared spaces, all for $30, and then divided among us. Your town might even have a designated day for yard sales that you can look up online. Lastly, split costs on smaller items. My 4 housemates and I have collectively picked out a few household items, several art prints, a drawer organizer, a shower curtain, and a bathroom mirror to order on Amazon and split the cost of. None of us spent more than $5 to $10 on each order we placed. Some of the smaller items are totally nice to haves rather than household necessities, so whether or not you decide to spring for some items like this really depends on your budget.